This tutorial demonstrates the features of the interactive map developed by the Public Service Department to depict the results of a mobile wireless drive test. An interactive map lets users see complex information in different scales on a statewide basis or a neighborhood basis by manipulating controls on the map. Users can pan or move the map around, or they can zoom to change the scale of the map. To pan, click and hold the mouse button like this, and then move the mouse to move the map. To zoom, push the plus or minus signs in the upper left-hand corner of the map. You can click the home button to go back to the statewide view. When the web page is first opened, users are presented with a welcome screen. This page describes the site and points out 3 important buttons used to show information on the map. Click OK to move on to the map. Here are the locations of those 3 buttons. The Layer button is used to select the provider. The Legend button shows what the different colors shown on the map represent. The Information button provides a narrative explanation. The map surface opens to a page that shows the average download speeds recorded in each area. Specifically, the map depicts thousands of 1 square kilometer blocks with different colors representing the average download speeds recorded in that block. We use blocks to generalize the results of the individual download speed tests so they can be viewed at different scales. This does not mean that the service is available throughout that block. In the upper right-hand corner, click the Legend button to show what the colors mean. In the upper left-hand corner, use the plus button to zoom in. Click and hold the mouse button to drag and move the map. Click on an individual block to show information about the download speeds recorded in that block for the individual carriers. For instance, in this block, there was service from Verizon and VTEL and Sprint. The address search bar. You can use the address search bar to search for an individual address. For instance, to search for the Public Service Department, enter the address. When it finds the address, click on the address to zoom and pan to that location. Scroll out a couple of clicks to find the block, and now you can click on the block to view the information for all the download speed tests recorded in that block. We'll move on now to the different layers. Click the Layer button in the upper right-hand corner and deselect the Composite button and instead select the AT&T button. Click the Legend to show what the colors stand for, and click the Home button to zoom out to the statewide view. The maps for the individual carriers include a coverage map shown in pink in addition to the drive test data. This coverage map was prepared by the providers and submitted to the FCC with their annual reports. This coverage map shows where the provider itself asserts where it offers service. The blocks show the results of the department's drive tests. Click the plus button to zoom in and click and hold the mouse button to drag the mouse to move the map. Click an individual block to see the average of the download speeds recorded in that block. Click the X to close the dialog box. Continue to zoom in until the scale button in the bottom left shows 600 feet. At 600 feet, notice that the blocks disappear, and in their place you'll see individual points. Click on an individual point to see the results of that specific download speed test. For instance, in this location, we recorded a download speed of 8.9 megabits per second. Click the Home button to return to the home scale. Click the layer list and deselect AT&T and instead select the Challenge button. Click the Legend button to show what the colors demonstrate. The purple territory is the area that was initially identified as eligible for the forthcoming Mobility Fund reverse auction. The blocks are shaded in 3 different colors. Blue blocks show where the department submitted a challenge, but the challenge was rejected. The pink blocks show a territory where the challenge was accepted, but provisionally, because we challenged less than 75% of the territory. And the red blocks are area blocks where we met the 75% challenge. Pan and zoom to individual blocks. Clicking on an individual block will show the percentage of the block that was challenged. Higher percentages probably have a higher likelihood of being sustained. For instance, in this block, 77% of the block was challenged, whereas in this block, 68% of the block was challenged, and in this block, only 42% of the block was challenged. We hope that you found this tutorial and the map helpful. This concludes the tutorial.